My name is Miss J, as the students call me lovingly, and I am from Miami, Florida, where I taught multiple years there. And I moved overseas. My first teaching position was in the UAE, and I did a 3-year stay there. And then from there, I went to Japan, and I taught in Japan under IB for about 2 years. And then I'm now in Bangkok, teaching wonderful Thai students at our school here at KIS. I have a particular student who did an extended essay, and I read her extended essay, and I really didn't understand her passion until after I had a conversation with her about why she chose to write about a particular technology in dealing with patients who'd had stroke. And even talking with her and hearing her story was very inspirational. She wants to go into neuropsychology and neuroscience, particularly looking at the technologies that are used to treat patients. And I was so moved by her that I feel that she's going to be a dynamite neuroscientist, and I think she's going to be a dynamite student. And coming from her background and sometimes girls are not even given the opportunity to go have a education, let alone a very privileged education, and her being able to take her story and to make a difference in her family and to represent a stronger woman and a woman who has confidence going into her career. And she really inspired me that if she could come from her background and hold her voice and stand her ground, that I'm looking forward to what the world has to bring in this generation because of her. And it's been a pleasure to have her as a student. I chose KIS International School because I was really sold out to the fact that it has the IB program from PYP all the way up to DP. And there are very few schools in the world that actually are that committed to IB curriculum and IB mission and vision. I feel that it is one of the most diverse curriculums, and it really addresses the need for global mindedness that is occurring and necessary for all sectors of work. And I like the fact that not only is it a school that has the IB curriculum in its structure, but it actually is committed to implementing the IB standards, the IB mission, the IB profile for students. And that was the reason why KIS stood out to me. And then when I joined, I was so happy I made the decision because it's very much like a family. It's very much student focused. It's very much about helping the students become holistic in their approach to education, which is, I think, what separates the IB curriculum from other curriculums that are less focused on the idea of the entire student's well-being in relation to the exam scores, which are very important, and but also the other aspects of the students' learning, what they bring to their potential careers as a neuroscientist, as a biologist, as someone who's going to become a doctor, in terms of their ability to look at it as someone who's going to bring innovation, to bring a newness, to bring ideals, I think is something that we really focus on, especially in the DP courses here at KIS. And we're able to really see the students score high and elevate, and they have a strong commitment to level 7s. And you see that not only in their desire, but also in their commitment, which you usually don't see the two together oftentimes. But here at KIS, we have that unique recipe. KIS was very different than my experience in Japan, in the sense that my experience in Japan was all Japanese students, and here at KIS there's more of a diverse population. So different students bring different experiences, culturally, in the mix of learning about the curriculum, they bring a richer, more in-depth experience when we're talking about the ideas of global mindedness and how people view different things based upon their background, their history. As a psychology teacher, that is more colorful or more fun, I would say, to sort of play around with that and see the different stories that everyone brings to the table. Wonderful. I always play the song One Night in Bangkok over and over again. That's my theme song. And I would say that really Bangkok is a very exciting city. I'm never bored from the restaurants. I'm a foodie, I'm a culturalist, and I have found all of those and then some in terms of what Bangkok has to offer. So one weekend I can go up into the mountains and go hiking. Another weekend I can go by the river and go kayaking or paddle boating. Another weekend I could just hop from restaurant to restaurant, have sushi, have Thai food, have American food, have Italian food. So Bangkok has so much to offer regardless of your background. It also has a very rich expat community in which I have joined multiple expat groups on social media. And that gives me sort of that work-to-life balance that a lot of teachers sort of forget how important that is, to be able to check out and not have conversations about our babies and our students, although we love them. But we also have to remember that we can't pour from what we don't have. So as a psychology teacher, I advocate wellness, and Bangkok gives me the opportunity on a Friday night to unwind and get a traditional Thai massage and go to a Japanese onsen and just let the week just like roll off and be ready and rejuvenated and renewed for Monday. And there's very few places in which I can go to a Japanese onsen at the price I can in Bangkok. So that's another wonderful element about Bangkok. Most of what I experience, say, in my hometown, Miami, is 1/4 of the price here. So I get to live a very luxurious life as a teacher offered in Bangkok, and I don't see that in many cities that I've vacationed or visited. So I love Bangkok.